Everyone else can just pee in the pool like I do.
She said that?
I was like, okay.
You're not supposed to pee in the pool. The water goes in your mouth.
I was like, we swim in that water every day, and you're telling me that you've been peeing in it.
Welcome to Ctrl Z. I'm Sam, as always.
And I'm Lauren, as always.
And this is the 4th episode of Ctrl Z, where we devolve into deranged madness and art and expression, as you can see. We're doing our Halloween podcast.
Our second Halloween podcast, actually. We're keeping it going.
Yeah, I think it's just 'cause it's going to be Halloween until it's Christmas.
Pretty much, yeah. Halloween all month. Halloween all year.
We bought these Christmas Halloween gingerbread house, which I didn't know existed.
It's also like chocolate. Is this like chocolate gingerbread?
I think so.
It looks like it.
You should take a bite.
Like a graham cracker that's chocolate. You know those ones you can get at the store?
You're right. I think so. But we bought these because we had guests over the other day, a couple days ago. If you're watching this now, it's probably been a week and a half. Who knows?
It's been,
but we were planning on doing a cool game with it. We have 2 of these, not just this one. We have another one that's in the box still.
We do have a second gingerbread house.
And we were going to compete, but like have random things that like, be blindfolded or like have someone use their arms instead.
Yeah, use only one hand to decorate kind of thing.
We kind of ran out of time real quick.
We did. We got distracted.
Yeah, we played a game called Monster Prom, which took an hour and a half.
And if anyone out there has played Monster Prom, you know how long it takes, but it is worth it.
I had to take care of my succulents.
You're not a real gamer, girl.
It's true. That's our favorite character.
Yeah, our favorite character is Leonard from Monster Prom.
He's like a duck-billed platypus guy.
Oh, what are they called? Like kappas?
He's a kappa.
Because they're all like the legendary
kappa.
creatures. He's just a stupid little kappa.
It's true. But we did have a lot of people over, and it was a lot of fun. How much sleep did you get?
That's a good question. Like, because I have my own room that I could retreat into and sleep in, whereas everybody was out here on air mattresses. So I got like a normal amount of sleep, but also just because of all those sugary things we ate, I did not get good sleep.
No, I see. They were up late. They were playing games, doing fun stuff.
I heard everyone laughing. I was like, I get to fall asleep to the sound of my friends laughing.
It's true. They were playing Mario Kart and Goose Game and stuff like that.
Oh, Sam, tell the podcast listeners your new Mario Party rules.
Okay. Golf is the name of the game. So we did play Mario Party, I think 8 or whatever it is, the one before the second latest one. And instead of winning the game to win the game, you have to not win the game to win the game. So have the least stars, have the least coins. There are 3 winners and 1 loser.
Or so we thought.
We played Lauren and I, and then our friends Jared and Marco.
Yeah.
Right? And and at the end of the game, they give out bonus stars. So everyone's like losing the mini games on purpose. On the ones there's no timer, we just rock paper scissors, and whoever won rock paper scissors had to win the mini game.
Yeah.
So it's a game all about losing. And at the end,
but if you walk by the stars, you have to buy the stars.
You must buy the stars, and you must buy the maximum amount of stars. Like if the map, asks you to buy more than 1 star. And at the end of the game, they give out bonus stars, which is really the deciding factor of who loses.
Yeah. So you have to just play very average to make sure that you don't have enough money. You did not win the most amount of mini games. You did not land on the most bad spaces.
It's very true. And I think everyone at the end had like 2 or 1 star.
Yeah.
So Jared and Marco both had like 2 stars and tied for like 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
And they both got the bonus star.
The bonus stars.
I'm like, who won? Who got the most coins out of these 2? Who's gonna lose the game? And it said that they tied.
They tied the Mario Party.
Same amount of coins. So they just
same amount of coins, same amount of stars.
They both lost.
Sam and I were just over there dying because we were the winners.
We were the winners. But now if we show anyone the screenshot, they're gonna think that we just lost.
Yeah, they're just gonna think that we lost. They're like, why are you showing me this? You guys like suck at Mario Party.
We have to like tell them the context, but then they could always just be like, you're lying. You literally just lost really badly.
No, but it was a really fun way to play, and honestly, everybody out there should try it. It was hilarious.
It was a good time. We should do more games like that.
Dang, maybe like, Monster Prom, but like, who can't get a prom date? Actually, that'd be pretty easy. Just play normally.
Guess. Yeah, normally guess, go for the wrong stats, all that type of stuff. So, Lauren, how do you want to start this? Do you want to just start doodling on this thing?
Start doodling. I think that we could decorate while we're talking on the podcast. Do you want any of the? Do you want to start?
You know what? How about we do this? I ask you a question, and if you don't want to answer the question, you have to add a decoration to this.
Oh, that's really funny.
Okay. You ready?
Okay, but can we play wrong answers only after this?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll ask 5 questions, and every question you don't want to answer, you have to spend like a minute decorating this thing.
Okay.
And then vice versa.
Okay.
Lauren,
Yes.
what was your most embarrassing moment ever?
Like, there's been so many.
Okay. What is
I'm just gonna have to. It might take some time to remember one.
that? Okay.
Because I also just forget these things easily.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can come back to it. So you're gonna answer the question though, right? You're not gonna just forget about it.
I'll answer it, but I have to like try and think about it. There have been, I don't know, just
Okay, we'll filter it in the back of your head. You can ask me a question, and if I choose not to answer, I'll decorate this.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you have to think about 2 things: a question to ask me,
I
and
know.
your most embarrassing moment.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's okay. I mean, I can keep asking questions until you answer one, but
Yeah. Oh wait. So did you want me to ask a question now?
yeah, you can.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask like 5 in a row.
Oh, you want me to ask 5? Okay, well, you have to
I don't
answer
know.
the question.
We can go back and forth.
How about I make it more specific?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Specificity helps me.
What is your most embarrassing rejection?
Rejection?
Either you give the rejection or getting rejected. What is your most embarrassing one?
In love and jobs, or in life in general?
Let's go with relationship wise.
Relationship wise. Okay.
What is your most embarrassing one?
Most embarrassing.
Yeah.
Ooh. They like, because I've never like outwardly confessed to someone and have them reject me, so it was all like one-sided rejections. So I'll tell you this story. In high school, I had a friend, and I don't know, hopefully he doesn't listen to this
pause
podcast.
real quick. Every time you answer the question, I'll decorate. So then that way it gets decorated.
Yeah.
So every time you don't answer,
decorated.
you decorate. Every time you actually answer, I'll decorate.
And like my friend and I, we ate lunch together like every single day. We spent like all our time in class together. It was like that kind of thing. And so, and if I like didn't show up to lunch, he would text me and be like, "Hey, where are you? I miss you. Come to lunch." And I was like, "Okay." Like just add some Coke Zero to the top of the house.
It's the moat. Coke Zero moat.
Oh yeah, you can't let the zombies in.
Can you pass me a napkin right there?
Yes, I told you napkins were a good idea.
Well, good thing we have some
Thinking
random ones
ahead.
here. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it on the table.
And I almost cleaned these up. Okay, and so I was like, dang, it was almost Valentine's Day, and I was, when it's almost Valentine's Day, you kind of hope that like you're a high school girl, right? You're dreaming that your crush is gonna.
I'm a high school girl.
You're a high school girl, so you're dreaming that your crush,
of course,
who has shown signs of being interested in you, is going to like
ask you out
or do something along those lines.
He's a guy.
Literally, I should have known, but he's a guy. So would he? No.
Oh,
no, but he comes to school with a gift in his hand.
Oh.
And so I'm just sitting there like, dang.
Who's that
like,
for?
Who's that for? Is that for me? Is he just shy and waiting? What's going on? And then at the end of the day, you find out that he gave it to one of your friends.
Oh.
And then they're going on a date together soon. Ooh. And I'm just like, bro. Why did it seem like you were into me this whole time?
He was using you.
Bro.
He's like, hey, I hang out with Lauren. She's like, really? You hang out with Lauren? Well, you hang out with me now.
Oh. No. I mean, so I did what any high school girl would do and just internalized all my sorrow and anger and just like,
gotcha.
I'm never going to fall in love ever again.
You were actually the high school girl trope in every show.
Literally, I was, though. In my world, I was.
Oof.
But,
okay.
But it ended up being okay. They went on one date. I mean, now I'm going to tell his love life on a podcast. Good job. I never said his name. That's okay. But, they went on one date and then they didn't like it didn't work out. But then soon after that, he started talking to and dating his now wife. And they got married.
Sheesh. Like Lauren, you're kind of young. They're already wifed up and married, or husband up and married.
Yeah, so it all worked out for the best. Dang. Happy ending. So sometimes rejection is redirection because you'll find someone who's better for you, and they'll find their person.
You. Okay.
I got a happy, positive spin for the viewers out there.
Okay, so that means my question.
What's
Was
your
ended up
rejection? I'm
being-
just gonna like bounce the question back to you,
Bro, you're
Sam.
asking me my most embarrassing thing.
Get these questions reflected back to you.
My most embarrassing rejection has to be, well, I guess, would a missed opportunity be a rejection?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so there was a girl in high school,
Oh, high school.
and
Man.
obviously it's always high school, right?
It's gotta be.
Yeah. And we like talked a lot, and I can tell that we're flirting a lot because I was flirting and she was flirting.
Yeah, see,
And it started in freshman year, and it's just a continuously trend where every time we talked, it always felt like we were flirting.
yeah.
And so, like, we always had those eyes where, like, you know, like you could tell they're
the
the
eyes.
daisy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know the eyes.
And at
Listen, my friend and I were like that too.
you're right. And I'm like, dang, she's kind of cute and all and everything. But as the guy, I'm like, nah, this ain't real.
You're like, no, I'm just imagining this.
I'm like, I don't know. You know, I'm
Dude,
like,
yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm like, But
I
then again,
swear.
the whole time I was like in like another relationship and like I got out of it and then into another one and like stuff like that.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like I wouldn't say like I've been hopping around. Oh,
Yeah.
It just, you know, it just kind of naturally happened.
Yeah.
Kind of like that with other
Just going
friends.
with the flow.
It's just this girl, we like every time we saw each other, we just talked like that.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like we hung out a lot, but every time we talked, it was like very nice and like that. And at the end, senior year, we did our senior walkout. It's already at this point, like we find each other. Like we literally look to find each other, and we run up
Aw.
into each other and like
Why, that's
hug
cute.
each other really tight and everything. And then we just never said anything. We just stared at each other like so awkwardly, and we're just like smiling a bit,
Bro,
and we're just like, "Good luck," and then we just walked away.
bro.
So it was like
Heck?
it was like looking back in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, I was just not a very upfront type of person. So I think even if I went, like, if I had to redo that, that's how my brain would have worked anyways and just not said anything. So definitely that was my most embarrassing. Like, to myself, that was my most embarrassing one.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm just like, yeah, she was actually, like, really nice and smart. Dang. But you know what? We're in the future now. So we
Yep.
don't focus on the past.
Exactly.
So you know what? These aren't too bad, right?
These aren't too bad. These are just things you learn. But like, dang, after like, I don't know, you were talking about like, oh, but there's no way that she was into me, and then but like she totally was.
Yeah.
It's like after rejections, you kind of just start to believe that, like, even if someone does give you those eyes, you're like, are they really into me? Like,
It's true.
you know, you start to doubt it a lot.
Yeah.
I might actually need more icing for this side.
That's okay. I have a lot of icing
like-
here, so now we're both decorating.
I'm trying to put a bunch of candy corns on the side, and I did not put enough icing on this.
Do you like candy corns?
Oh yeah.
That's not the next question, though. Just let you know.
Oh, okay.
Do you just eat a candy corn,
Yes.
bro? Do
You
you
don't,
okay?
You don't like candy corns?
Candy corn is a treat I can eat maybe like 3 of and be like, this is good. But once I hit like 4, I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life. Why did I like it just now?
I know what
So
you
it's
mean.
like, it's very. I lose the wanting to eat candy corn quite quickly.
They're very sweet
give
and
you
like thick.
Very good. Next question I have in line here. I actually don't have any
I
questions
was like,
in
you
line.
prepared questions for
Imagine
this?
if I
Sam,
like.
imagine
I'm
us
just super
actually
smart.
preparing for the podcast.
I'm preparing. I'm so prepared. I'm always prepared for the podcast. I'm crazy. You see what happened? Where you set up most of it. Next question would be,
No, don't fall.
what was the worst thing? Wait, real quick. Just to preface this question, have your parents ever scolded you?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the worst thing they scolded you for? Or unjustified thing they've scolded you for? So like something that you did not deserve to get scolded for, or something you totally deserved
did.
and it felt awful when you got scolded.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like a goody two shoes, so it's not. You might not get like the best answer you're hoping for,
Ooh. Okay, fine.
but I like there's one. I don't know if your parents ever did this, but my parents, you know, old Southern type, they will hit you with the belt on the butt. we got a little. You'll get spanked a little, but so I was always good. Made sure to avoid that.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one time, I don't know. You have siblings. You might understand like sibling rivalry type
Of course.
dynamics.
Of course.
So we were. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if I should just change this to a different story, but because there was another unjustified time that I got in trouble.
Go ahead.
Now I'm
go
thinking it's
off.
always with the siblings, but so I was like 4. All right, not
Okay.
a lot of common sense.
Yeah. You're 4.
And we had a snack bar and like 3 different chairs next to the snack bar. That's just where we sat to eat our dinner.
Yeah.
And so the middle seat was like the prime seat, Sam. If you were sitting in the middle seat for dinner, you were the king.
Ooh.
But I got to the middle seat first, all right?
Uh-oh.
I was already on this seat.
I know where this is going.
And my brother was climbing on the seat, and I, quote, unquote, pushed him off. I probably did, but
Yeah.
whatever. And I got in trouble for that. So
like
that was the one time. It was a little justified, but like...
But then you got like belted.
But then I got belted.
You got belted. They pulled you back to 1872.
Yep.
And belted you. They opened the portal and they went, come with us, Lauren. You're like,
get wrecked.
Where? And they're like, Disney. We're not lying.
Oh. So,
Dang.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then there was another time that I also got in trouble. I don't know, maybe I wasn't allowed to use the computer or something.
Ooh.
But my brother, we were standing out by my grandma's pool.
Yeah.
And he just starts throwing things at me because he thinks it would be funny. So he just keeps throwing
your twin
things
brother
at me.
Or
My
your
twin
older
brother.
Okay. He's younger, right? Like slightly?
He's slightly younger.
Okay.
So
you're the middle child.
I am the middle child.
Understood.
But it's funny that he's like the culprit in both of these stories because my older brother definitely caused way more trouble than him. These were like the only two times that my twin brother ever caused me trouble. And then they're the times that I got the most in trouble from.
Yeah.
But he like started throwing things at me next to my grandma's pool. And so I got tired. I was like, stop throwing things. I mean, I told him.
So you have some too.
And so he like came over and like started pushing me. So I pushed back and he fell into the pool with his clothes on. And I got in trouble for that too.
You should have got rewarded for that. I would
should've-
have.
I
I
was
have
like-
a kid.
I was like, he started it, and they were like, you shouldn't have pushed him into the pool. I was like, what was I? He wasn't stop throwing things at me, like, and I asked him not to. So listen, I used my words, and then I used my fists.
Words first,
There you go. You can
fists
see,
later.
like, exactly.
Or is it fists first and then words later? Who knows? It's a little black
Oh
cat.
my goodness, that's so
and the
cute.
green goo, you know what I'm saying? Green goo, black cat.
Yeah. So if first communicate your issues, and then if
Punch
they
it
don't
out.
respect you, push them.
Yeah. Punch first, ask
Punch
questions
first,
later.
ask later.
It's my favorite quote from my favorite character.
What
in
about
League
you,
of Legends.
Sam? Any unjustified punishments?
Yeah,
or
big
worse
unjustified
worse
justiments.
punishments?
I'll tell it. Give me a second.
Does it also involve siblings? Or did you just do something that you were like,
No, usually
got a
when my
bad
siblings get in
punishment for?
trouble, it was because of me.
really?
It was like an accident, though.
Oh,
It was like,
funny.
well, the thing in my family is we don't get belted. Or
Okay.
I mean, like,
That's probably a good thing. That you don't get
stereotypically, my
belted.
parents did grow little bamboo in the backyard, so we had like this little bamboo cane things that they just have buckets of,
Oh.
and they would just be like, stick your hand out, and we're like, no.
Oh.
Sometimes. And then, you know what? They don't consider that hitting. They're like, we've never hit you.
And you're like, bro,
well,
my
I
hands
pull my
literally
hands
are
out,
red right
I'm
now.
shaking. I'm like, you never did what to me as a child? No. But the worst time, well, I mean, there was just a lot of things stacked up for why I got scolded. So this is when, I haven't told this on the podcast because it's only been 4 podcasts, but I failed out of college.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Originally, the person that wanted me to go to college more than anyone, including myself, was my dad.
Yeah.
So he was super upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
In that same year, during Christmas, my mom wanted a Keurig, but
Ooh.
my dad isn't the type to get the basic generic one that everyone likes because you could put any pod.
There was no good place to put it, Sam. I had to eat it.
Give him the belt. No, but so during this Christmas, he got her like a fancy Keurig thing with like these rounded pod things. I don't know what the brand is, but it's like an expensive brand. And when she got it, she was like, "That's not what I wanted." My mom's very upfront about things, and my dad.
She's like, that's not what I asked for.
Yeah, and then my dad's the type to not take jokes too well that are towards him, but he'll tell jokes like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. He can
Yeah.
dish it, but he can't take it.
Yeah, he can't take it. He cannot take it. And if he does take it, you could tell that he's getting angry. So during that like holiday time where my mom is he's upset because of that, because he already thinks he failed. And my mom's just saying, yeah, that's not what I wanted. And my sister bought like the regular Keurig.
Older Sam coming in. hot
Yeah.
With the
So she
correct
one-upped him by
Keurig.
buying her the cheaper and better one. I wouldn't say it's better. It's just cheaper, and you can use more pods, right?
Yeah.
With the one my dad bought, you have to buy their specific pods, which is
Yeah.
just way too much.
Money grab.
So that's not even the part where I get scolded. So we can all tell he's upset. and my cousins were over. We were all just out and about, and everyone was walking super far away. But I didn't pick up on that. I was the one walking next to him, and the entire time for like 2 weeks straight, he always just like kept bringing up all my past mistakes and shouting at me and things in public and in private. And I would just lock myself in the room, and I get yelled at for that. I'm like, bro, I'm literally like 20 or something. I forget how old I was, but I was like in college already.
You're like,
Oh,
I mean, you're
no
like
longer
20.
well, before digital world.
Yeah,
so like
before that.
21-ish.
22.
So I was getting scolded for that. And I was so upset. I was obviously like super upset. Like I that was the worst birthday to Christmas of my life. Because my birthday's November 29th. And then that lasted all of December as well. Because no one remembered my birthday that year either. So,
what?
Yeah.
Sam!
Because I failed out of college. No one rememers if you exist, right?
They were like, oh, you failed out of college? You don't have a birthday
They're like, you
this
don't
year.
exist anymore.
That's so sad.
I'd say that was the most...
Sam.
To be fair, if someone is already going through something bad, scolding them is just double punishment,
It
right?
is. Like, they're already
So
trying to
it's
deal
already-
with it themselves.
It's already unjustified to yell at somebody for something they can't undo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if, you know...
Like, what are you going to do? Like,
yeah. Imagine, like, you break your leg and someone starts, like,
and you
yelling
fail
at
out
you
of
for
college?
breaking your leg. It's like, bro, I'm
that
already
actually
punished.
happened. No, I'm kidding. No.
Yeah.
My mom, I'm sorry. Side
No,
note,
you're
my
good.
mom likes to tell this story about, like, whenever I was also, like, 4 years old and broke my leg
Oh, my
for
God.
the first time.
You actually broke your leg at 4?
Yeah. And
Isn't
so
this all
she...
cartilage? Aren't you just like a floppy, like, cartilage shark fish?
Not at 4, man. But I mean, whenever you're younger, your bones do have a better chance. But I broke my leg because I was climbing a little ladder, and like my leg got caught in it and twisted, and I fell.
Ooh.
And then my mom's like picks me up because she doesn't know what's wrong. So she's like dragging me by the hand, like, "Come on, walk. You're okay. You're okay." And I'm just standing there like with a broken leg.
Oh, God.
So no, I didn't actually get yelled at for having a broken leg. I just thought it would be.
Yeah.
She feels so bad about it to just talk about.
It's okay.
But
Oh,
dang, I'm sorry they forgot your birthday, Sam.
No, it's
we'll make
okay.
sure you
You
have a
know,
good birthday this year.
it was only 1 year. Every year after, every time you build up some sort of like trauma or memory or something, you kind of respect people less.
Yeah.
So like,
I
no
know what
matter
that's like.
how nice or how much they do, you kind of like always never
Yeah.
can fully appreciate it because you're just like,
There's like, I don't
the past
forget
is still
what you
there.
did.
I never forget.
I never forgot.
Sure, you're forgiven, but I haven't forgotten.
You're forgiven, but I haven't forgotten
Yeah.
it. And honestly, the thing that people like don't often know about trauma is that it's like literally stored in your body and your nervous system. So even if you like forgive them, like it becomes hard to forget because that still like lives inside of you.
It's terrible. I wish I could just forget and just enjoy, but it's like so difficult to. Because I mean, obviously they've forgotten and they're enjoying life.
Dude, literally. And then it's like, even if they have like done the work and healed themselves, it's like you still have like that anger for like the past version of who they were. And like, you're not going to get an apology from the past version of them.
Yeah. You're not even going to apologize now, though.
They're not even going to apologize now.
Yeah.
Dads be like, I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, yeah. Is that your dad, too?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. Maybe it's
I think it's
generation of dads.
I think it is. They're like,
Yeah. It's hard to, like, force them to be, who they're not.
you kind of just have to, realize that they're not going to change.
Yeah. So you have to, like, accept it, which is kind of weird. I mean, you
weird.
can't teach an old dog new tricks or something.
Yeah. You just kind of have to accept that that's who they are and, like,
Yeah. I think that's my whole family has
forgive them
accepted
for
that
your own
already.
sake. Oh,
They're just like, yeah, that's just how he is.
they're like, yeah.
But all we can do is just continue. Like, I mean, with anybody, right?
Yeah.
All these old ass presidents, man.
These old presidents.
All of them.
All of them.
acting
Career
a fool.
politicians, all fools.
All fools. And what are we gonna do? Just wait till
Just
wait till they all pass on?
And then we run for president.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. That's too much responsibility, actually.
President dictate. No.
Yeah. Let's just take over the world instead. Free puppies for everyone.
Yeah. Are you a fascist or a liberal?
Oh man, that's a good board game right there.
That was funny. Oh, we did play a game called Secret Hitler.
We did.
And you were actually, guys, everyone here, you must know that Lauren is actually Hitler. She was during the game.
I did, yeah. So we played Secret Hitler during our Halloween party because what's more horrifying than that? And Jared and I actually outsmarted everybody. It was awesome.
Yeah, these fools destroyed my liberal party because I'm the biggest fool of them all.
It was true.
Also, I got
Hug.
twice or
You
once
did.
or something.
So you can like vote to hug people and
Apparently,
I don't know.
I
Hopefully
just
YouTube
died.
doesn't hear the word hug people and like demonetize us.
Oh, to
Not hug
keep
people.
them alive.
Raising my hand to edit this part a little bit.
Just like go in and just voice it over.
To hug people.
Yeah, just take that audio and just split it there.
Exactly.
That'd be funny.
Anyways,
All right,
you got
third.
you got any more questions?
Yeah, I have more questions. So now this is turning into our Halloween.
Halloween trauma. What's more scary than trauma?
No.
Nothing.
What
if
is
I
the
make
most
this tree
illegal
of-
thing you've done? Oh, sorry. Have you ever stolen?
You already asked this on a
que- darn
podcast.
it, we did.
Sam's like, did you steal me?
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, I need to ask a question that you're
No,
not going to
really.
answer.
You have to ask questions that I actually. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that you refuse to answer.
I don't know, Sam. I'm an open book.
Lauren,
Or am I?
I'm trying to also ask questions where I won't get answered. We don't have to Control Z it.
You have to Control Z this. Sam, what's the weirdest date you've ever been on?
I went to a girl's house. And
No
we were
way,
just-
you went into a girl's house?
We were just hanging out. Like it was like a date sort of,
Yeah.
and it was just so awkward because
It's just
she put on like a documentary of like fish,
me.
and we were just sitting there, like 10 feet apart.
You weren't enjoying the fish documentary on your little
It
date?
was a weird, awkward thing. So after the documentary, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go home. And she's like, okay, bye. And I was like, okay. So I don't think it was an actual date, but if she invited me over and stuff to hang out, and we ended up watching a fish documentary. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that counts. If we're thinking of a date that I actually have, the weirdest date I've had was, I don't know. I don't think I've had too many weird ones, or at all. Maybe that was the weirdest one, and that's why it trumped everything else. Could be. Yeah. What's your weirdest?
Oh, considering I've like technically only really been on like 2 dates, like I mean,
Which one is the weirdest one?
which one's more
Call
weird?
him out. Call him out. Which
Call
one's
him
weird?
out.
Who's weird?
Oh.
Who's the wacky weirdo?
I don't know. Yeah, like, and this thing, like, I mean, I never even like Eric and I just started dating. We didn't really go on dates. So even before him, I'm like thinking of like, oh, what dates did I go on? There was one. It's always in high school. I'll just go with the high school ones. The like one date I went on in high school, it was to see the movie Ant-Man, and we just sat next to each other the whole time because you don't really talk during a movie, and so that was it. That was the date. We just sat next to each other during Ant-Man and didn't talk, and then we left the movie and talked a little bit, and then just went home. The end.
Well,
like
you can't really talk during a movie.
Exactly.
So
So,
you just, it's not even-
listeners, don't go to the movies on dates.
I think movies are like after you do a dinner date or something.
Yeah.
And you just want to hang out with each other, but not like do much. Like you already use all your energy talking.
Exactly.
And you want to just chill with them, and just see if their vibe is. Are they gonna ask
See the
50
vibe.
questions during this movie, or are they just gonna chill?
Oh, we should
Yeah.
have Camila onto this podcast because I know she's had some weird dates.
You're right. I don't want to talk about her dates. 'cause
Yeah,
I know
no, we're
about
not gonna
some of
like
them.
spill other people's love
Yeah,
life
let's
on this
ask her if she wants
podcast.
to be on it
But
eventually.
we'll ask.
We need to get some of her friends on, just to
Ooh. I
participate.
like wonder. We've never asked our friends about their love lives. Like,
That's true. Well,
like, do they go on dates
maybe,
ever?
Maybe we
Is that what
should just-
Jared's always late to D&D?
Well, his punching baby furry date.
No, Control Z. Can't talk about punching babies on a podcast.
Okay, but I guess you can punch an elderly person, can't you?
Sam, stop.
Hey, Lauren.
Yes.
I think we should do a section where I say one word, you say one word.
Oh,
I'll start.
okay.
Please
Don't
eat
my
vegetables.
I
Want
to
subscribe
on
Patreon
4 million. Please subscribe to our Patreon.
Subscribe to our
It is
Patreon.
not $2 million.
Go back to the podcast. Go back to it.
I made a beautiful fall tree.
This is Halloween.
We'll put a ghost in it.
Oh, okay. You gotta like squeeze them in.
There you go. I think those weird platforms are for like adding the little ghosts and stuff on it.
Oh, you're right. Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Like this. You see this? This is a brown ghost.
Yeah.
This ghost is brown.
Chocolate. He was chocolate in life.
Yeah, he got dipped in some ghost chocolate. Okay, so do you want any of these to oh, there's a tombstone.
There is a tombstone. I mean,
Ooh.
yeah, I mean,
What do you want?
you can put the tree on something.
I don't even know how to put the tree on.
Just put a bunch of, here.
Oh, are we supposed to break this and use this as like stands? As like
I guess. Just give me like a chunk of it. Perfect. I'll take it.
You can have it. All right. What was the question? Oh, the weird date. That was the question. Yeah. I guess if it's not a weird date that you've had, what is the weirdest situation you've been with friends that you're just like, this is a situation I don't want to be in?
I swear, I don't have
a good...
Was
I there?
Like, well, this one time, this guy asked if I wanted to be his roommate. No.
Oh, weird.
No.
Wacky guy.
Geez, what is the weirdest situation I've been with friends? honestly, I don't know. I simply just do not have a memory for this. My memory is just
Your memory is
gone.
Has been taken.
LOL, depression.
Whoa.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you have any weird friend stories?
Weird friend stories. I really hang out with people I think that are good people. So, unless there was.
Well, yeah, but we're all just a little weird.
Yeah. I mean, I said good people, not weird people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's like people I've encountered that are strange. I don't want to hang out with, so I don't hang out with them.
There you go. That's how you avoid weird people.
Yeah, that's generally how we do it. I'm gonna turn the house if you're done with that side of the house.
Yeah.
Oh no, my Coke Zero has soaked
Yeah, we
the
gotta
board.
do the front set.
Okay. Yeah.
Do.
Okay, so we're not even close to done decorating this house. I'm just gonna keep going at it. Do we have any more? Is this everything?
No, I have like a billion decorations over here that I gotta like slide over. Take the little
balls. These little.
We gotta put those all over the house. Yeah, they're little jack-o'-lanterns.
You wanna put this all over the house?
And like in front of the yard and in front of the ghost.
Understandable.
Just everywhere.
Here we go. They're all over there. Okay, fine. I'll do it for real. Okay, next question. How many questions do we have? 3 questions?
My tree!
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
No!
My cough. It's just crazy today.
Maybe we eat the house.
Yeah, we want to eat the house, right? Just no. Nope.
No, I'm sorry. You've played sports before, Sam.
Sure.
You got any weird sports stories?
Yeah. So I did wrestling in high school. And,
you got any weird wrestling stories?
Yeah. Everyone that did wrestling was like insane. Not like in the sense of they're good at the sport. I mean, they were, but they were like a little.
You got to be just
like
a little
crooks.
unhinged to do wrestling.
I mean, they were like. One guy tried to steal someone's phone by hiding it under the wrestling mat. And I feel like someone would have maybe noticed that. When confronted, apparently had an alias in the wrestling club as well that said, "Oh no, he didn't take it."
Bro.
And then they both got expelled from school.
Yeah, get wrecked. Why do you want to steal a cell phone anyway?
I don't know.
You're gonna sell the money for.
They did do like a lot of
drugs.
Yeah, I didn't even know that high schoolers could get drugs.
I found out real quick in high school.
Really?
That other people did drugs.
Oh, okay.
Not me.
Yeah?
I actually had a friend apologize to me for doing drugs. I was thinking about that earlier today. It was the same friend that I told you about that.
Oh my gosh.
That I sat next to at lunch. She was like, "I'm so sorry, but I did drugs." And I was like, "Why are you telling me sorry? Like, am I your moral arbiter? Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Do drugs. It's your life, man."
I think that was like, I don't know. It kind of was a weird environment. Everyone that did wrestling and like kind of sports in high school, they kind of all like, you can tell that they all, broke the rules. Not in the sense of sports, but in the sense of the law, which is totally fine, I guess, now, because, at the end of the day, who cares?
Not my chair, not my problem.
Yeah. So that was my weirdest sports thing, is like we literally had 2 wrestlers expelled from high school, and they had to do online school or something for the rest of the semester. Not with the same school, different school. That was probably the weirdest thing. What about swimming? You did
Swimming.
swimming.
I know.
Hear
There's got to be a lot of
wet
weird
swimmy stories.
Yeah.
Swimmy, dimmy, wimmy, swimmy, dimmy,
The one that
wimmy,
comes to mind
dimmy,
that
dimmy, swimmy,
that I
swimmy,
tell
swimmy,
sometimes.
swimmy,
Swimmy, just keep swimming. It was coming time for swim team captain elections.
Oh,
And
drama.
yeah, so you know.
Wait, really? Oh,
No, there wasn't really drama, but
okay.
this one girl on my team, we were talking at lunch, and she was giving her opinions about like what she would do if she were captain, and she was like, I would just say like no breaks during swimming practice, because you know what? You guys go to the bathroom way too much. Like, why is everyone getting up and going to the bathroom during laps? So she was like, why don't everyone else can just pee in the pool like I do?
She said that?
I was like, okay.
You're not supposed to pee in the pool. The water goes in your mouth.
I was like, we swim in that water every day, and you're telling me that you've been peeing in it. That's not okay.
Bro, imagine if that was any other sport.
Literally.
You need to stop taking breaks in football.
Yo,
I
stop-
just peed in my cup anyways. It's like, is that why? Just splatters?
Yo, stop peeing on the wrestling mat. I gotta use that.
Yo, stop peeing on my tennis racket. It's weird.
Bro, give me my tennis racket back.
Ew, that's nasty. Why did she do that?
I don't know. So anyway, people voted me for captain, and I won.
No, is she still on the team after that?
Yes, it was just like a small lunchtime conversation. It's not like anyone else, like maybe one other person on the team heard her, but
I hope she was joking.
I was like, dude, no, ain't no way.
Joking.
She was dead serious.
Bro, why go to the bathroom when you can just pee?
Just pee.
Right now.
I'm doing it right now.
Lauren, I think we have to stop taking podcast breaks. Why don't you just pee in your pants like I do?
Dang, we don't even take podcast breaks because we can hold it. But you're drinking all that water during swim practice. You gotta go. And I'm not talking about we're drinking pool water. We're drinking like our sports water. But like,
yeah,
dude,
I mean,
you can't
sports.
just. She was dead serious and like no shame. Just like everyone can just
she's
pee in the pool
straight
like
up.
I do. I was like,
She's straight
excuse
up.
me.
She straight up said she pees in the pool.
I didn't say anything, but I'm sure there was probably a look on my face that was just very confused.
Yeah, you were like, Nani?
Nani.
Oh, kusai.
Nani the
Des.
Yeah, kusai.
Stinky.
Stinky.
I don't know if that would be considered
So,
stinky.
I know that my sports story did not actually involve, being in the sport. It was a conversation about the sport.
Yeah, I mean, mine really wasn't that. Just people stealing.
People stealing.
When people break the law, it makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except
Don't
for when
break
I
the
do
law.
it.
Oh,
What?
except for when
Oh, no.
I'm just copying everything you say.
Yes. Now you're going to get equally as
For-
canceled. It's perfect.
No, I don't steal. And I don't pee in pools.
Well, at least we have one thing in common. We don't steal.
You don't. Do you need any extra icing?
I don't even know what to do with these pieces. These are just
Eat
like,
'em.
I can't even like.
We
put
can
this
just
anywhere.
stick them on some outdoor shelves.
You like the, wait.
Maybe like
I
a
gotta
little
show
shed.
You like my gooey windows?
No way, that's actually really
Yeah,
cool.
let me show the camera,
Show the
yeah.
camera.
Editor, zoom and enhance, and if I see it blurry, you're fired.
Oh,
You can't enhance that. It's impossible.
I'll zoom in. Don't worry.
Okay. But
That's what 4K cameras are for. Am I right?
oh yeah, it's a 4K camera.
We're not recording in 4K, are we?
I don't even know. I
don't
think it
think we
always
are.
is recorded
it?
in 4K. Yeah.
I mean, our podcasts have looked pretty crispy so far. So.
Yeah, I think it is in 4K. What do you think, viewer? Are you watching in
Are you
4K
watching
or
this in 4K?
480p? Watch it in 480p for this segment. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for
Switch it
this
to
one.
480p and just listen.
Here, I'll give you some more of these guys.
Oh, we have more stuff to decorate with?
Yeah, and I still need to put all this candy corn everywhere.
What are you even supposed to put this? They give us so little frosting for the amount of stuff they want us to stick on and decorate. Okay, well, I guess if you're going to eat all of it. Did you go and buy more candy corn? Or did
no,
you take it from the
there's
other
two
one?
bags of candy corn in
Why?
here. There was like a smaller bag and then this bigger bag. So
Oh my
I kept
gosh.
the bigger bag on my side.
Okay, so I did gooey windows on this side also. Like, you see this candy corn teeth factory here?
Well, you should just do all the windows.
But we're like running out of goo. That's fine. We have one more question to ask.
One
And
more?
Now, what's a question that you would not be able to answer because it's too much? What is your social security number? Okay, fine. I wouldn't answer
That was
that
pretty
one too.
funny.
I guess I wouldn't answer that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been decorating this anyway, so like, what's the consequence?
You
like,
know what? I think we're just both
I think
winners
we're just
here,
both
'cause we
winners.
just answer
That's
the
right.
questions. Until we can ask questions that we can't answer, I think that's when we know we've made it. Is when we just don't want to answer questions.
Should we ask more personal questions, or should we talk about other things?
We can talk about other things
I
now.
don't know.
I think the last question is, Lauren,
Yes.
do you feel loved?
After this past week, I really do.
Good.
Man, we had all the friends over, and like, there was just a moment. So I'll tell you guys about our little Halloween party. You know, I invited like 4 or 5 of my own friends to this party.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Did you tell them that it was my house? Because like the 2 that I know.
I don't know.
Oh,
They know that I live with you.
Oh, okay.
Everybody canceled last minute. I swear, like the party's already started, and like I get like 5 messages from people like, "Yeah, I can't come actually." I was like, "Bro, literally everyone was like so down for coming until the party actually started." I was like, "Excuse, what's going on?" And they all had like valid excuses, you know. I'm like, "Oh, whoops." No shame to people who are like,
yeah, one had to go do something with a centaur.
someone had a date with a centaur.
Mm-hmm.
No,
But it was top half horse, bottom half also
fish.
horse.
No,
Oh, fish. Fish.
I'll get it later.
We'll let the roaches get it.
Okay. We don't have any roaches.
Yeah, we don't.
Because we're clean.
It's true.
But so yeah, all like 5 people. I say 5 because it was like those 2 together. But canceled last minute. Like I'm talking like it's our party started at 6:30. It's like 7:00, and then one of them technically did text like 2 hours before. But like, why did everybody cancel like on the day of the party? Like and during the party.
Send them this part. Just clip this part and send it to them. Why did you cancel?
Why? No, they were all like,
I'm not gonna curse.
No, they had valid excuses. You know,
Yeah.
it was like, I'm tired. Mike, I don't have a car. I'm tired and I have an exam tomorrow.
Telling me that I'm tired is an excuse.
I mean, I use that excuse sometimes, so like I can't even.
That's fair.
I was like, I'm allowed to feel disappointed.
Yeah.
So I had to like take a little break from the party. I was like, I'm gonna go put on sweatpants, you guys. Like the party's almost over. Cameron's friends have just left. Like I don't need to be wearing a costume anymore. It was fun to wear.
Yeah.
But it's time. It's sweatpants time.
Yeah.
So I went into the other room to put on sweatpants, and when I came out, everybody started singing happy birthday to me and they had presents, and I was just like, oh yeah, I felt loved.
Good.
And especially when I opened the gifts, they were like very thoughtful. Sam, our friends are very good gift givers.
They are.
They're like, Amanda got me this tea, and we had talked about tea in one conversation like 2 months prior. And she researched the flavor profiles of like similar teas that I had mentioned. I was like, yeah, I love Earl Grey. So Amanda's out here like researching like the best kind of teas to give. And Marco knows that I have a film camera and that I've been looking for film for it.
Yeah.
And so he got me film
Aww.
and like a little book to put like the film reels in, the negatives in.
That's
I guess.
so neat.
It was so neat. And then Cameron got me these beautiful little like postcard or like note cards of like this art style that I like the Japanese hokusai prints. And I was like, oh, my friends, they like care about me. I feel so seen and loved and paid attention to. Like, good. I like it. Any like morsel of disappointment I had from people not showing up was like instantly replaced by gratitude of like people that I care about, like, you know, showing up in a different way, you know?
Yeah.
I was still showed up for.
Good.
And like Amanda literally like 5 hours away and was still, I felt like she was there because of her gift.
Yeah.
So I do feel loved and appreciated. Sam, do you?
Yeah, of course.
I hope so. I was going to say, dang, we need to step it up if you don't.
No, I do. I definitely do. Yeah. I don't have any deep story to say to back that up, but I do feel loved.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I only have deep stories because I'm just like a reflective person. I'm always like thinking about like the deeper inner spiritual type of stuff.
Yeah.
I do be thinking about existence, Sam.
I don't think about existence. I just simply don't exist. Just fade me out.
Ghost.
Good. Well, that was my last and I guess you did 2 questions. I did 3. So that was our last and final big questions to get us to decorate this house. And this house is almost fully decorated.
It is. Look at it. It's
We
pretty
got some
cute.
gooey windows.
I get the impression that it's not too stable though. Like this candy corn is definitely gonna fall off.
You know what? But it's the house that we decorated.
Oh,
Where did you get that?
it's been over here. I've offered it to you.
Wait,
So,
did
Sam,
it
do you
come
need
with
more-
this?
Yeah. Do you need more?
Nani?
Do you need more icing?
If you're not using it, I can use it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna finish putting candy corn on the roof, but yeah.
Sure, yeah. No, I didn't know that came with it. I was like, we only have these 2 little things of icing.
You're like, this really sucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of icing real
It
quick.
was really bad.
No, they gave mega bag.
Wow, they really give the orange one, so I didn't have to cover the pumpkin balls with green goop.
It looks cool though.
My nasty green goop all over these pumpkin balls.
Okay, ew. Here you go. I'm just gonna sit here and eat the candy corn, I guess.
That's fair. I think that we need to discuss. Well, I need to clarify something. I mentioned this in like podcast 2 or 3 or something. I don't remember exactly. But the voice actor that did Bayonetta is a big fat liar.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
We totally like try to destroy the company in like
Yeah.
podcast episode 1.
We take it back.
We take it back.
Take it back. She's a big fat liar. She tried to just ask for a lot more money, and they said, "Okay, we're going to go with someone else." And then they said, "But we'll pay you $4,000 for 1 session if you want to be a cameo in the game." And then that's what she based her allegations on, which is not true. They were going to pay her $4,000 for like a bunch of different sessions and not just 1 session. But she denied because she wanted. Can you guess?
Too much money.
$250,000 to voice it, which is like, okay, the game is a $1
It's
million
really popular,
thing,
yeah.
but I mean, it was for 5 sessions, which I mean,
I
unless
see.
each
How
session is
long are
going to
the
cost
sessions?
$50,000,
Yeah.
and 5 sessions is 5 days of work. So I mean, I don't know the pricing and stuff of all of this, so I'm not going to say that she's in the wrong 100%, but she's in the
Yeah.
wrong for lying.
Yes.
So Control Z her
Control Z
entire
her for
career.
lying.
If you lie, your career is stinky.
Your
And
career sucks.
You don't deserve it.
Don't lie.
Also, don't money grow. I mean, like, you know, it makes sense to want more, or if you know you're worth a lot more, but at the same time, can't be too greedy. You have to have a good balance. I think if she asked for maybe 100,000 to voice for 5 days, that would be solid. I would be like, that's more fair, because they were only, I guess in total was like $25,000. But if she just asked, hey, this is a really popular game, can we bump it up times 4? Then maybe they'd be like, oh, sure, because we are a $100 million industry or whatever, game company. I don't know.
Yo, look at this candy corn.
That is not a candy corn. That's a
It's just
banana.
blob.
What do you have that?
Ghost.
Don't eat it. Don't. Okay, fine. Eat it. Eat it. Don't put it in the house. Oh, there is yellow on
Look,
candy
there's
corn.
another one.
They skipped the orange part.
They skipped it.
We should win a prize for finding these wacky candy corns. I don't even know what to use this for. I'm just gonna like just drizzle it everywhere.
It was always one of my favorite things as a kid to find the weird candy corns. But you know what else is equally bad as lying, Sam?
What? Equally bad or more bad?
More bad.
Okay. Because I was about to say equally bad.
Throwing tomato soup on priceless art pieces.
I agree. That's pretty nasty and bad. Also
Kinda-
a waste of tomato soup.
Literally, yeah.
But yeah, it's true. It happened on Van Gogh. They threw tomato soup on Van Gogh. On him, exactly. They
On
dug him
him.
up and
They found him and
they
poured
might as well
tomato
have
soup
dug
on
him
that
up
man.
and spread it all over his body.
I know. I was equally, not equally. I was extra infuriated about this because I recently went to the immersive Van Gogh art experience for my birthday. And so I was able to like just appreciate his art even more and like feel like I was, I don't know, connected to it. And to like know that these people are just out here throwing cans of soup onto this priceless art in the name of climate change. And I think that climate change is important, Sam. Don't get me wrong. Oh, that's my phone.
You want to get that? Oh,
It just stopped. Uh-oh.
she was.
Uh-oh,
Okay, that's
uh-oh,
okay.
uh-oh. I'll text her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll
You talk
continue
about
the
soup.
story.
Talk about soup.
So Lauren was saying that she really likes Van Gogh, and also I don't know what the group is called, the activist group, but
Something about oil.
Yeah, I don't like the way they protest. Their protests are terrible. They go around gluing their hands to stuff and then they're dumping the glue down a drain to literally negate everything they're trying to fight for. Like, there's a video of a guy that glued his hand and then instantly threw the little glue thing into a sewer like drain thing.
Isn't that like littering?
Yeah, so like it's kind of like, maybe it's very minute in his head, but you're kind of going against what you're preaching,
literally
right?
standing up for climate change, and you're like gluing yourself to things. You're throwing the glue out. You're littering, which is it's throwing the glue out.
So, I think that extreme activism is a little. It does not provide any help to the cause. It's too much. On one hand,
I get it. Like, they've got us here talking about it right now, and I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
On the other hand, their basis for like using art was like, what's more important, art or life? When art is literally an expression of life. Like, why are you over here trying to compare the two in like a justification for your strange acts for climate change? If you want to just do something that's related to climate change, or start a podcast like we are, like go on TikTok and make weird TikToks to get people to think about climate change.
They are quite literally the Andrew Tate of climate change.
They're the Andrew Tate of
because they're just trying to like do the stupidest things to get attention.
Dude, yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, like it's working. Like I said, we're literally here,
but
like
it's not working in a positive sense.
Not in a positive sense. Yeah, that's one of the counter arguments. Is like we're literally here thinking that it's bad. That it's bad now.
I'm going to increase global warming by releasing more methane.
Let's go spray some hairspray outside.
Let me go buy some crude oil and dump it in our oceans.
I know. So that's terrible. And like, dude, I care about climate change. As soon as we make $1 billion off this podcast,
yeah, $1 billion. That's gonna definitely happen for sure.
I'll donate to climate change, and I'll especially donate to get you guys to stop throwing soup on priceless artifacts.
No, you can't donate to them for that. They'll just buy more soup.
No. I'm not going to donate to them. I'm going to donate to better people. People who don't jeopardize literal human history. I challenge them to a Jake Paul fighting match. Meet me in the boxing ring. I will fight you.
Yeah.
And if I win, you guys have to donate to art restoration.
And you also have to increase your carbon footprint by 400,000.
Maybe not. Maybe let's not destroy the environment, Sam.
Okay.
And you know what? If you win, then I will recycle more. No, I mean I already recycle. I'm kidding. If they win, then I will. I'll donate to their cause. I never said how much I will donate, but I'll donate to their
Lauren
cause.
will throw a tomato soup on a priceless artifact.
No.
Not artifact.
I'll throw tomato soup on myself. How about that?
Sure, I'll take it. Or
they can throw tomato soup on me for their
They're gonna
cause.
send like their biggest challenger.
They're gonna send like a tomato soup can like this big.
No,
I have to challenge the people who literally were there throwing the soup on. I'm not challenging like the biggest man in their in their
you want to fight
corporation.
That girl?
No, I'll fight the girl who glued herself to the floor.
Yeah. Well, is that mine or yours? Oh, that's yours.
Oh, it's mine. I'm sorry.
You're popular today.
Is your girlfriend texting me?
Well, it's your wife, so like, what am I gonna? I'm but a simple peasant.
There are Squishmallows at Costco.
Oh, so we have a thing in our house that everyone that lives in here has a Squishmallow. I have a Baby Yoda big Squishmallow. It's like big, huge. Cameron has a little owl blue guy, and Lauren's looking for hers because she needs one for the couch.
Yeah, so we can all match and have like Squishmallows on the couch together.
Yes, I agree. Squishmallow it up.
Yeah.
And so our activist stuff, blah blah blah. They
Activists suck. That's gonna be the title of our podcast. Activists suck.
And it's gonna be
keep your tomato soup to yourself.
This is gonna be if you're watching this and on YouTube, you already know what the thumbnail is. But it's gonna be that girl's face and just tomato soup. Throw it on her. That's gonna be so good. Oh, it's genius. Oh my god. I'm so
Get
smart.
wrecked.
I'm so smart and humble, and
smart.
I care too much. I work too hard, and I invest too much in my job. You know where that's from?
No, I just thought you were
The
speaking
Office.
the truth about yourself. Oh, okay.
It's The Office. No, it's like when you it was my weaknesses are actually my strengths. I care too much.
I'm so humble.
I work too hard, and I invest too much in my job, or something like that.
Dude, that's funny.
That's my favorite
Sam,
quote.
what Office character do you think that you are?
I want to say I'm a Michael because then I can just goof out.
You're
But
like if Michael Scott was responsible and
I feel like
I don't know. You do have Michael Scott vibes, but like in a toned down way.
Yeah.
You're definitely not out here being like prison.
I have chaotic energy.
You have that
but I'm
chaotic
very
good
chaotic
energy.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'd say I'm more like Michael Scott, and I'm not like Dwight. I'm not like. Maybe I am. No, I'm not. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd say I'm more Michael than anything else. But then again, I feel like that's just something that runs in my family where we're very...
Just the kid. You did say your dad was Michael Scott.
Yeah, he's actually Michael Scott.
So you're just Michael Scott Jr.?
Son. I'm his son. Okay. But yeah, what would you say you as a person, who resembles you as a character?
I was going to ask you, who do you think I am?
In like The Office or in any show? In The Office?
So we'll start with The Office and then branch out.
I'm kidding.
Who were you about to say, Sam?
Nobody. I meant to say you are more like Meredith. No, can't say that one. That one's bad.
Meredith?
No.
Who was the first one with the J that you were about to say?
There's only one character with a J.
I honestly can't remember who it was.
Well, it was just a joke. It was
Okay.
Jan. It was the crazy lady, the one that did her party. Remember?
Yeah.
She waited till the guests came over before starting to cook, and then like broke
funny.
Michael's TV and everything.
I have not
No,
forgotten that.
You're not Jan.
Thank you.
I hope no one's a Jan.
I hope I'm not a Jan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gosh, I did set your toaster oven on fire, but
Okay, then you're more of a Ryan, which you shouldn't be.
no, I don't do drugs.
But Ryan set the office on fire, so
You set your house on fire too, Sam. So you're equally Ryan.
The house wasn't on fire. It was a pot. It was a pot, and it wasn't my fault
And
because
mine was
of
a
chemicals.
tray of chicken nuggets.
Yes,
and
but-
it wasn't my fault because parchment paper.
But he also set the office on fire using a toaster oven. So
Perfect logic. I'm so
if
sorry.
we're going to have to go with
I'm Ryan.
that exact correlation,
Maybe
you're
we
Ryan.
don't go with that correlation.
Oh, okay. We'll go with a different one. I think you were like, what's her name? The nice saleswoman. I forget her name. I keep forgetting her name. I know every other character. I just can't remember her name at the moment.
A
So
nice saleswoman.
the one that sits across of Stanley. She's like very soft and quiet. I think, and she's like very wholesome in a way. But then if you really mess with her, she's like, don't mess with me.
I don't remember this character.
She's like, I remember her vividly because she listened to 50 Shades of Grey audiobook. And everyone's just like, please tell her to stop.
Alexa, play 50 Shades
No,
of Grey.
no, Alexa, don't do that. No, Alexa, don't do that. No.
No. Stop,
No,
Alexa,
Alexa,
never
stop.
mind.
Stop. It was, so there's Stanley, there's Ryan, there's Meredith, there's Oscar, there's Kevin, there's Angela, there's Pam, Jim, Dwight, Michael. What is her name? She wears glasses. She has curly hair. She's like one of the older ones. In the
Oh,
group.
I know
She's
who
that
you
one.
mean.
She's the one that like
Phyllis.
Phyllis.
I'm
You
Phyllis.
give me Phyllis vibes because you're very
I'll take
very
it. That's
chill
probably true.
and wholesome. I think you're chill
I
and
love
wholesome.
Phyllis.
Yeah. What do you think? Cam is, since I mean obviously our audio or they don't know who Cam is, but
I know they don't know.
who's Cam
She's
in that
texting me.
in the office?
Cam
Is she Jan?
or is
No.
she Pam?
Oh, I don't think.
Well, maybe actually.
Pam. Yeah, she works too hard. She cares too much.
Yeah. No.
Could be
She's
Pam.
just got a fire inside.
Yeah,
but
she has a passion to do stuff. Sure, we'll go with that.
I'm with Pam. Also because I can't really think of anyone else. But like
That's fair.
Pam's the most well-adjusted.
Who's the most Dwight? What do you think? Who's the most Dwight, just in general, like in our friend group? You guys don't know any of our friends, but who is the most like?
But you will know them one day because we'll have them on.
Beats.
Beats.
Bears. Battlestar Galactica.
Me. No, I'm kidding.
Dwight.
I don't know. We don't really have too many Dwightish friends.
Yeah, I agree. Sure. Okay. Well, we'll just say that no one's Dwight. I'll say that if anyone is Dwight, it would be. Well, I guess not. No one's like to that extreme, huh?
Yeah.
No one's that that passionate about stuff and
Yeah.
cares too much and tries too hard and invests too much in
So
his job.
humble.
So humble. Okay, enough with The Office. We can't talk about that. Oh, do you want to do some stuff here?
Oh, what's our time at?
Actually, you're right. That's going to end episode 4 of Control Z.
Sorry about that awkward
So
transition.
thank you all. Let's go ahead and show off this house one last time. A little slow rotation for our visual watchers. But before we end off, Lauren, go ahead and tell our audio listeners what it looks like in great detail.
It's beautiful. There's
9,
a roof sprinkled in
8,
candy corns.
7,
There's a tree in the front
6,
yard.
5,
Goo dripping down
4,
the windows. It's
3,
nighttime. It's spectacular.
2, 1.
The end.
And that's it. Thank you all for watching and listening. Catch us on Patreon. We'll see you later.
See you for the bonus episode.
Bye.
Bye.